Untitled Elementary students. I am so excited to be talking to you on Mondays and Tuesdays about math. And so we're going to start out for the first few weeks talking about the 8 student math practices. And these are practices that your teachers will be talking about in your class as you're solving problems. And they represent what students are doing as they learn math. And this is critical for not only doing math in the classroom, but also in our everyday lives. The student math practices are used in every grade level, and you might hear me or your teachers refer to those as SMPs. So that's S for student, M for mathematical, P for practices. So these are things that we're practicing in our classroom while we are doing math. And teachers, we're going to look at some videos today, but if you want more grade level specific videos, you can find those in your Envision curriculum. So the math practices that we're going to talk about today are math practices 1 and 6. Both of these practices represent habits of productive math thinkers. So these are things that should become a habit for us in our math thinking. So when I'm doing a math problem, I'm constantly thinking about this first math practice. And this first one is make sense of problems and persevere in solving them. We should try to understand what the problem is asking, make a plan to solve it, choose a strategy, don't give up, and then check our answer to make sure it makes sense and that it solves the problem. So as we are looking at math problems, we always want to think about how can I solve this problem, and then after we answer it, it's really important to make sure, does this make sense and do I answer the question? So we're going to watch this video that explains Math Practice 1.
Math Practice 1. Make sense of problems and persevere in solving them. MP1 means I know what the problem is about and have a plan for solving it. I will keep trying if I get stuck. To use MP1, answer one or more of these questions. What am I asked to find? What's a good plan for solving the problem? What else can I try if I get stuck? Use MP1 to solve a problem. Persevere. The store has some trucks. Mike buys 3 trucks. Now the store has 2 trucks. How many trucks did the store have to start? What am I asked to find? The store has 2 trucks now. The problem asks me to find how many trucks the store had before Mike bought 3 trucks. What's a good plan for solving the problem? The problem seems like a subtraction problem because the store has trucks. Mike buys 3 trucks, and now the store only has 2 trucks. I could use counters to act out the problem. What else can I try if I get stuck? If I get stuck, I could use a part-part whole model. I know the 3 trucks Mike buys is one part. The 2 trucks left is the other part. That means the whole is 5. The store had 5 trucks to start with. The answer checks because if the store started with 5 trucks and Mike bought 3 trucks, the store would be left with 2 trucks. Connect the math practices. We used MP1 by thinking about what we needed to find and using a plan to solve the problem. We also talked about what we would do if we got stuck. We also made sure the numbers in our work exactly matched what was going on in the problem. Being exact in our math work is part of MP6. Finally, we discussed using counters. Using tools like counters is MP5.
Okay, so that video explained Math Practice 1. So that's one habit that we want to make sure that we're using when we look at math problems. And now we're going to watch another short video explaining Math Practice 6. And these 2 math practices go together because, again, they are habits that we want to have as we are solving math problems. So in math practice 6, we are making sure that we attend to precision. And precision means that we're making sure that our answer is not only correct, but that the solution to our problem is also using correct math vocabulary and correct math symbols. So let's watch this video modeling student math practice 6.
Math practice 6. Attend to precision. Students who are good in math are careful about what they write and say, so their ideas about math are clear. They use the correct labels and units for showing and discussing mathematical ideas. To use MP6, answer one or more of these questions. Is my work precise enough? Am I using the correct definitions? Am I using the right units and labels? Use MP6 to solve a problem. Be precise. Maggie bought only paperback books. The clerk told her she owed $15. How does Maggie know that the clerk made a mistake? Maggie knows the clerk is wrong because 2 times any number is an even number. 15 is an odd number, so it cannot be the cost of the paperback books. Ask yourself, is my work precise enough? The answer is precise because the solution matches the data, the problem, and what is true about multiples of 2. Also, ask yourself, am I using the correct definitions? A number times 2 is a multiple of 2. So, the term multiple is used correctly. Connect the math practices. MP6 often connects with MP1, making sense and persevering in solving problems. In this problem, we used MP6 by using precise knowledge of factors and correct definitions. We also used MP1 by making sense of the data and information given in the problem.
Okay, so students, I hope those videos helped you see some common math habits that we want to make sure that we're using when we're solving math problems. Making sure that we attend to precision and making sure that we solve those problems and persevere in trying to find the answer. So this concludes today looking at math practices 1 and 6. Tomorrow we will be back looking at math practices 2 and 3.